The topic of what Jesus did in hell after his crucifixion, often referred to as the harrowing of hell, is derived from early Christian tradition and various theological interpretations. This concept is not explicitly detailed in the canonical Gospels, but is supported by a few biblical passages and apocryphal writings. Here's a detailed explanation based on these sources. Biblical foundations, 1 Peter 3:18-20. This passage mentions that Christ was put to death in the flesh, but made alive in the Spirit, in which he went and proclaimed to the spirits in prison. This is often interpreted to mean that after his crucifixion, Jesus descended to the realm of the dead, sometimes called Hades or Sheol, to preach to the souls who were imprisoned there. Ephesians 4:8-10. Paul writes about Christ descending to the lower regions of the earth, which some theologians interpret as referring to the underworld. Apostles' Creed. This ancient Christian statement of faith includes the line, "He descended into hell," which has been traditionally understood to affirm that Jesus went to the realm of the dead. Theological interpretations. The harrowing of hell is a concept where Jesus, after his death and before his resurrection, descends into hell, or Hades, to liberate the souls of the righteous who had died before his crucifixion. Liberation of the righteous. Jesus is believed to have descended into hell to free the souls of the righteous who had died before his crucifixion, such as the patriarchs, prophets, and other faithful individuals. This act is seen as a fulfillment of his redemptive work, extending salvation to those who lived before his coming. Victory over death and sin. By descending into hell, Jesus is seen as conquering death and the powers of sin. This victory is symbolized in Christian art and literature by depictions of Jesus breaking the gates of hell and leading the captives out. Apocryphal and patristic writings. Several non-canonical texts and writings of the Church Fathers provide more elaborate descriptions of the harrowing of hell, the Gospel of Nicodemus, Acts of Pilate. This apocryphal text provides a detailed narrative of Jesus' descent into hell. It describes how Jesus breaks down the gates of hell, binds Satan, and leads Adam and other righteous souls to paradise. Early Church Fathers. Writings from early Christian theologians like St. Augustine, St. Athanasius, and others discuss the harrowing of hell, often emphasizing the triumph of Christ over the powers of hell and death. For example, St. Athanasius, in On the Incarnation, speaks of Christ's victory over death and his freeing of the dead. Artistic representations. The harrowing of hell has been a popular subject in Christian art, especially in the Eastern Orthodox and Western medieval traditions. It is often depicted as Christ standing over the broken gates of hell, pulling Adam and Eve, representing humanity, from their tombs, with Satan bound beneath his feet. Liturgical and doctrinal significance. In Christian liturgy, particularly in the Eastern Orthodox Church, the harrowing of hell is commemorated during Holy Saturday, the day between Good Friday and Easter Sunday. This event signifies the transition from Jesus' death to his resurrection and is celebrated as a key moment in the Paschal mystery. Summary. While the canonical scriptures provide limited details, the concept of Jesus' descent into hell is enriched by early Christian writings, theological interpretations, and liturgical traditions. The harrowing of hell underscores the belief in Christ's total victory over sin and death, extending his salvific work to all of humanity, including those who had died before his earthly ministry.